Now to start with the center, first we will make a slip stitch. So for slip stitch, hold your yarn like this, insert the finger, twist it, and then pull this end to make a loop here like this. Now make 4 chains. Now to make a circle, make a slip stitch in this first chain. Here like this, and now here at the center we are going to do our round 1 in this center. For that, chain 1. This chain we are not going to consider in stitch count. Now in this center make 14 single crochet stitches. So for single crochet, insert your hook in the circle. Now pull the yarn, and then you have 2 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn from 2 loops. So this is our first single crochet. Like this, make total 14 single crochet here. And you can just pull this center to make it bigger. Now here I have done my 14 single crochet stitches. Now to join this round 1, I'm going to slip stitch on top of this first single crochet stitch, but for that I'm going to use different color of yarn. So I'm changing the yarn while doing my stitches. So I'm taking this pink color yarn, and I'll make my slip stitch with this pink color yarn. So like this, insert your hook in that loop, pull this new yarn and make a slip stitch with this yarn. So this is how you can smoothly change your yarns in between project. And now you can pull this all ends. And now we can cut this yellow yarn, as we don't need it because we are going to do our petals with this pink color yarn. Now here for round 2, chain 2, and now in this same gap, in the same loop, we are going to do 1 double crochet stitch. So for double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook in the same loop, pull the yarn. You have 3 loops on the hook. Pull the yarn from first 2 loops, and then pull the yarn from next 2 loops like this. Then in this next loop, we are going to do 1 double crochet stitch. Then chain 2, and then slip stitch in the same loop. And now here you can see our first small petal is ready. Now again for next petal, slip stitch in this next loop. Then again chain 2, 1 double crochet stitch in the same stitch, and now this same sequence, this slip stitch, chain 2 and 1 double crochet stitch, we are going to repeat in this next stitch to complete our petal, but in reverse order. So first we will do 1 double crochet stitch in this next loop, then chain 2 and then slip stitch in the same loop. Now for next petal, again slip stitch into this next loop and follow the sequence of chain 2 and 1 double crochet stitch and then slip stitch throughout this round to complete total 7 petals. So once you complete your 7 petals, then you can meet me back here. And now here I have made my last 7th petal, and to join this round or to complete this round 2, I'm going to do a slip stitch on the back side of the flower. So here like this, in any of this next petal, in any loop, I'll make a slip stitch to complete my round 2. And now just pull your yarn to make it tight. Now in this project, always remember to pull the yarn after you do some stitches, because the stitches are such that the yarn get loose or your stitches might get loose. So after this, we'll start our next round, that is round 3. Now for that, after slip stitch, make chain 3. And now from the back side here, we are going to do a slip stitch in between these 2 petals. Here taking any loops here, take 2 loops so that your base will be little bit secure. It's little bit difficult at the start. And then pull the yarn to make it tight. Now again we'll do 3 chains here, and again in between 2 petals here, from the back side, we are going to do the slip stitch to join this chain to our flower. So here we are just creating base for our big petals. And now pull the yarn. Now like this again. Now again make chain 3, and like this you can do this backside chain pattern till you reach here at the start. And now here I have made my last chain, 7th chain, and to join this chain to our flower, I am going to make a slip stitch on this first chain that we did. So here in this first chain, in this loop, I am going to make a slip stitch to complete our round 3 like this. And now here from the back side, you can see this is how it looks, this chain pattern. And in this loop, these big loops, we are going to make our big petals. So for that, now to start round 4, I'm going to chain 2, and now here we are making our first petal. And now in the same loop, I'm going to do 3 double crochet stitches. Then chain 2, and then slip stitch in the same loop. Like this. Now just pull the yarn to make it tight. Now this is, here you can see this is our first big petal. Now for the next petal, we need to jump to this next loop. So for that, we'll do slip stitch here in the next loop. Then again chain 2, make 3 double crochet stitches in the same loop. then chain 2 and slip stitch in the same loop. So on my channel previously I have made one more layered flower, crochet layered flower. The stitches and the pattern is little bit different than this, but if you want you can refer that also, and the link is here you can see. So you can go to that link and you can check that video out. Now our second petal is ready. Now for third one I'm going to make a slip stitch in this next chain pattern like this, and before that I'll show you how this looks. So here you can see this is how our flower is turning out. So like this, follow the same sequence of 2 chains, 3 double crochet stitches, 2 chains and slip stitch, and like this complete total 7 petals. And once you are done with that, then meet me back here. And now here I am making my last 7th petal. Now to complete this petal I'll make slip stitch in the same loop. And then pull the yarn to make it tight. Now to finish our work, here on the back side in any of this loop we are going to make a slip stitch. And then pull the yarn, make one more chain, and now you can pull the yarn and you can cut it. And now here you can see our crochet layered flower is ready. You can use this crochet flower for many crochet projects like crochet hairband, crochet beanie, crochet scarf, crochet bag, or you can use it for decorative purpose also, like you can make crochet door hanging or wall decor using this flower. I hope you liked my video. If you like it, then please give big thumbs up. Please share my channel with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you soon in the next one. Bye.